Hello, friends, lovers of freedom all over the world. My people, I am here once more today, the 21st of February 2025, for us to continue with Biafra liberation, fight for freedom, freedom in inalienable right. No one has right to deny each other freedom to live and exist on this planet. But human beings, being what we are, always like to impose their rules, their ideology on others. That's why people have to fight for that freedom. We Biafrans, we have every right, my people, to fight for our freedom. It is both national and international right to fight for your freedom. It is true that Nigeria is detaining our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and by extension, Nigeria is using Finland to detain our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, for doing nothing. Recently, Mr. Garuba, a Fulani born in Nigeria, he said that the bandits and the headsmen are their freedom fighters, but no one goes after them. Why are they going after us? The world should realize this, that they cannot be in their countries talking about human rights, talking about freedom being an inalienable right, according to what's her name, the vice president of Joe Biden. Now they want to free Ukraine from Russia. But no, they were busy. They were busy in Nigeria. This very Joe Biden government sponsoring Boko Haram to destroy innocent lives. And they were not saying anything until one of the congressmen that came last week to say how much that Biden's government was giving to Nigeria, to Afghanistan, to Palestinians, and that they were not using it for anything other than to stop terrorism. So why then is Finland still keeping our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, for fighting for freedom? Whereas Alex Stubb, the president of Finland, is one of the EU supporting Ukraine to be free. Biafrans, we have to really, really fight, because we Biafrans must be free. We must be free. We must speak out. We must talk to the world to understand that the blood in the veins of the white man and the blood of the veins in the black man is the same color, red. We have the same kind of feelings that Ukrainians have. We have the same kind of desires that Ukrainians have. So the European nations supporting Ukraine, that they don't want intimidation by Putin on Ukrainians, you people should still rise up. You have to rise up. Alex Stubb, you hear English, you understand English. Though English is not your first language, but you can speak English, you can understand English. You have to release our PM if you are not supporting a terrorist nation, because enough is truly enough. A lot is going wrong in our own country, in our own nation, Biafra. We want to be free from Nigeria government that all of you are sponsoring. You did not detain our prime minister in 2023 when we came to declare to do our part of our business in Finland. Suddenly Nigeria approached you and you detained our PM. Why? Are you now supporting terrorism in Africa, but you are not supporting it in Ukraine? Why is it that the world is going hypocritical? Hypocrisy is ruling the world. Why we Africans? Why Biafrans? So, my people, I am here today to discuss Biafra once more. I am here today to air my mind. I am not professional journalism. I didn't do journalism. I'm not a journalist, but I am doing this like crying out for my people so that the world will understand that my people are being massacred by Nigeria exactly the same way they did in 1966 up until 1970. They massacred our people in the north because of so many lies that we are told about Biafrans, against Biafrans. So, my people, I have this video here that I will leave to play on for a while before I will come for my main program today. Anyone listening should listen to this program, and you will understand that our PM, young as he is, he was not born during 1966, not 1967, not 1968 or 69, not 1970. He was born in the 80s, and he grew up to see that his people are being, not just being marginalized, but they are being massacred on a daily basis. And Finland, they deemed it right to detain him on the demand of Nigerians. Why would Finland do a thing like that while they are supporting Ukraine to be free? Why would Finland ever listen to a terrorist? What is it that Nigeria is going to give you that you cannot get elsewhere? That oil they are going to give you is in our PM's land. That's why Nigeria is killing us, because they are terrorists. They are always pitching their camp, their tent on a very fertile land where there are mineral resources that they will use, sell it, and buy ammunition to kill the innocent. If you do not know, let me say it today. That's exactly what it is. Anywhere in Nigeria that you go today, you see the camp of the terrorists. Just dig very well around there, because they target all this, and when they finish with Biafra, you, the Western world, will be the next. So Biafra are around, listen to this very video.
Friendly media is considered as an introduction to each other's audience and a moral law firm forum to the public. We assume that Prime Minister Simon is talking and educating the Eritreans while Mr. G to the Biafran people. Thanks the Honorable Prime Minister Simon Ikpa for being on my program. Mr. President Gabriel Bahdurai, Eritrean Transitional Government in Exile, and the Vice President of Modern Strategies Incorporation. Thank you so much for being on my show, and I appreciate that. I'm sorry I have to say this because we're starting this program late, and it is obviously for technical issues. So welcome again to the show, and to have you on this show on Galad Media. As a start, can you give us, Prime Minister Simon, your brief background on who you are? How and when did you join the struggle nation of the Biafran people? And also, when and how did you become the Prime Minister of the Biafra movement?
Thank you very much, Mr. Yabu. I'm very happy to this historic moment today. speaking on your channel for the very first time in that side of Africa. My name's Ekpa Simon Njoko. I am a Biafran, and I joined the liberation of independent state of Biafra in 2019, and of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, and extraordinarily rendition to Nigeria in quest to end the Biafra struggle. I emerged as the leader of the then autopilot. The autopilot movement of the Biafra liberation metamorphosed to the Biafra government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland. And I was elected as the Prime Minister of the Biafra government, both in the homeland and in exile, on the 9th of April 2023. So I have been the Prime Minister of Biafra government since April 2023 to date. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. Also, I would like to welcome the audience that who are following us, especially the people from the Biafra. And this show is very much about the Eritrean and the Biafran people. And I think they have a lot of stuff, things related, So we are on the same struggle. And this program is one of the tools and means that we are using in our struggle. Mr. President, can you give us a background history of yourself and the transitional Eritrean government in exile?
Great. Primarily, I think I want to thank you, Mr. Hiabu, for having us here. And I also want to give the Prime Minister, so do Mr. Elias, for being here with us. This is only the beginning of so many to come. So I think we are very happy to be here together. My name is Gabri Bahadurai, and I am the founder and also the president of the Transitional Eritrean Government in Exile. For so many years, yes, since even young age, I was one of the early victims of Exodus. That was 1977, since the time. If not only one time, for 30 years, because of the existing government, I couldn't even visit my family. I couldn't be back home, while I was even welcomed 2 weeks ago to go to Ethiopia. Therefore, we decided, after so many struggle through the political parties and many different waves of people's movement in other sense, so I didn't see much to work. So I came up with the idea, a little bit is government in exile. If you're going to fight a government, you might act and prepare yourself as a government so you don't become a failed state, because it's not only for the sake of changing the government. Anything you try to remove something, you must think about replacement. So for that reason, 2.5 years, we introduced this government in exile, officially registered under the State Department of Justice. Going forward, even now, we are also working in order to elevate our program, lobbying firm of moral and enterprise. And for that reason, that's why Mr. Elias is here, and he is the one to introduce both of us. So with that, I think I'll let it sit here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. G. Going forward, Mr. Elias, Vice President of the Refugees Incorporation lobbying firm, can you tell us who you are and what role do you play with the Biafra and the Eritrean government in exile?
Thank you so much. I'm greatly honored to be here with all of you. As noted, I am a lobbyist with Moran Global Strategies, which is a lobbying firm founded by my good friend and colleague, James Moran, who served as a member of Congress representing Virginia for about a quarter of a century. our firm has a great specialty in representing foreign clientele, whether it be foreign governments, foreign political parties, or corporations, amongst other clients, which include defense companies and a wide variety of causes. Our firm represents both the Biafra Republic government in exile. We also represent the Eritrean government in exile and the transitional president of Eritrea, Gebre Batarai. And these are not only clients, but also good and dear. And our firm, because we represent both clients, we brought both these Biafran causes and Eritrean causes together because it's always beneficial to see if there's mutual synergy between clients. To give you a layman's perspective, if you will, of what is lobbying at a granular level, which I think will be helpful for your audience. A simple analogy, which I think will make this lobbying, which oftentimes complicated, in a very simple, practical, and easy to understand way, is similar to how people hire accountants to do their taxes, or people hire lawyers to navigate the legal process. People hire lobbyists to navigate the political process and to influence public policy.
Fellow Biafrans, my people, I have to play my jingle right now because that very video has gone. You know, it has. Let's start this.
And when they say we are saying things that Biafrans want to hear,
tell me what we do. Everybody want to kill us. They want to take what belongs to us. We they love our neighbor, so they love ourselves too. So we did in the holy book. Hello, la la la. Oh, when I got you, you find a channel. They are holding our leader, Mazin Africa. Now is Prime Minister, Mazin Simoni. We shall rise and defend our land. The land of rising sun is our home. Yes. Thank you.
So, my people, I have actually played my jingle. Let us get on to the business of the day. You know, when you are doing in this world or in this life, you have to really ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Unless you are still a child, then you will be sent to learn and start learning, keep learning until you graduate and come out. Until you graduate and come out. But as an adult, you will come
And today,
out.
you can see all of them crying. And you know, sometimes I look at
Yes.
them.
My people, I have to pray and thank God. I thank my wonderful sister here, Diane, for joining me. I appreciate you so much. The tenacity you show, I love it so much. Because something in pretense, you will know. When they are doing it sincerely, you know. If you pretend that you don't know, you are a liar. I do know the resilience, the way you have been following up, and I thank you so much. My people, I have to pray to God and thank Him for His kindness towards us humans. We are His children, and as our Father, whenever we are in a very bad situation, we have to cry to our Father. Almighty God, I thank and glorify your holy name, Father Lord. I commit my leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, who started all this and we followed up. I commit him into your holy hands, Father Lord. I plead, my Lord, as you released Paul and Silas when they were held, because they said that you are the same today, tomorrow, and forever. Father, you still have that same power to release our Paul and our Silas, which is Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister. Please, Lord, kindly release these two men for us. We thank you, Father Lord, for their lives. At least they are still living. I thank you for the life of Biafrans all over the world, both those abroad and those in homeland, and friends of Biafrans. I thank you, Lord. Please, Lord, hear our prayers and let our cries come unto thee. He say, My people, let us listen to what PM said here, and we will continue from there.
How they cry and I laugh. I was listening to the so-called defense chief, Musa, lamenting how Nigeria has engaged Finland. I do not know what they are engaging Finland for. Is Samonekpa in Nigeria? The answer is no.
You see how Nigeria is engaging Finland. My people, you see that Nigeria did not start today, but PM never understood it. That Nigeria, that is a terrorist country, a terrorist nation, will be engaging Finland to stop our PM from fighting for his people. While Finland itself, who recognized Biafra in 1967, they fought. They knew what it means to be free. They knew what it means to fight for that freedom that you are looking for. When you want to be free, you will fight for your freedom, to be free from your enemies. So let's just assume that we will take Finland now and throw them back to USSR of the years when they left USSR, or throw them back to Russia, throw them back to Putin. What will Finland be doing? Folding their hands or fighting for their freedom again? Now Finland is in Europe. They are supporting Ukraine, fighting still against the same USSR, which is Russia today. But they are holding somebody who is doing exactly what their forefathers did. Finland, we do not know whether you want to turn to a terrorist country or not, because it is now very annoying that Finland, that is in Europe, where human rights is rich and is respected, you are supporting a terrorist nation to hold somebody who is fighting from exile. Because I do not see what our prime minister is doing wrong. Fighting from exile, Charles de Gaulle did it. So many countries did it. We are not. It's not illegal. It is very legal, nationally and internationally, to fight your freedom from exile. So what is wrong that our PM is doing? They will tell you, oh, we are investigating this and that. What are you investigating in a freedom fighter? What will they be investigating? How did they fight their own? Were they fighting with their mouth? Or were they fighting throwing the air just like that, folding their arms? No, they fought Russia and they gained their freedom. But my reason for coming here today, my people, is not just to talk about Finland. I will also talk about those of us, when they say that Igbos are killing themselves, it is always good to correct them that Biafra is not just about Igbos. We have 40 states, United States of Biafra. That the Igbos are not the only people fighting for this freedom. But if they say it is Igbo killing themselves, so be it. Because Nigeria government took time. That Nigeria government, when you simplify it, when you analyze it, when you evaluate it, you will come to the conclusion that it is the Fulanis ruling Nigeria since 1960. Since 1960, Fulanis have been fighting. Last week, one of the Fulani boys called Garuba, Umaru Garuba, He wrote, and Sahara Reporter carried it. He said that the bandits and the headsmen are their own freedom fighters. So who is stopping them? Nobody. So why are we being stopped for our own freedom fighting? Let's continue to listen to PM.
You know where Biafra Liberation Army they are. If you think that you have the firepower, you go there. You have been going there with armor tanks. You have been visiting those camps. At the end of the day, you get defeated, and then you go to the social media and cry about Samonekpa. Is Samonekpa in Nigeria carrying gun? Is the one that you are coming to kill in their villages? In the villages, is Samonekpa the one that made you to kill over 200 people in Abasku? Is it?
Yes, my people, I want to just talk about this video, maybe point to point as much as I could. He said, is Samonekpa in Nigeria? Samonekpa was not in Nigeria, was not in Biafra land, was not in Oduduwa nation. That's how we became neighbors. He was not there. This one goes to Biafrans. Why are we not going to continue the fight the way it was when Musa was lamenting? Because PM was never there. He is still where he was when Musa was lamenting, calling his name. Why are we now going to be splitting ourselves? But I will come to that. We have to continue the fire to free ourselves, to fight our enemies back, because fighting your enemy or fighting for your freedom is legal. Self-defense is legal. We are not doing anything wrong.
Is this Samonekpa that was the reason why you killed massacre Biafras at Mpo? Was this Samonekpa the reason why you kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why you kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I was still having broadcasts on YouTube. I have not even proved anything to the terrorist state of Nigeria. You kidnapped him, thinking that after that, Biafra will end. In fact, after the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, many of you organized press conference, from the special advisor to the president, then to the national security advisor, to the Minister of Justice, AGF, Malami. All of you organized press conference bragging how Biafra have ended, bragging how you can never hear, very soon nobody will hear about Biafra again.
Yes. PM mentioned here that they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, thinking that Biafra has ended. That kidnap is just silence Biafrans, but thanks to goodness that our PM came up. That was in 2021. PM joined this struggle in 2019. But these same Fulanis that will always claim that Biafrans kill themselves, you are the ones that destroy the fabric of our society by taking everything away. Not industry, not companies, no business, not even seaport, not even international airport. I could remember when I traveled from London to Enugu, straight, though we changed at Ethiopia, and the flight dropped us at Enugu. After that very year, the governors welcomed, I don't know what's his name, the minister from Abuja that came and closed that airport. They took everything away from Southeast. That was when they started plotting on how to render our society in Biafra land, so that even if they give you 10, you will go and kill your mother for them. That's how they got all the governors together, using a Ejiofor to rendition Onyendu. Only God knows who they use this time to detain our PM. Let's continue listening to him.
You thought you all succeeded, but hey, actually, I am just starting. If you think that you have cried, believe me, after the 2nd day of December, when Biafra may have counted their vote and issued a declaration for the restoration of independence of Biafra, believe me, your cry will multiply by 1,000.
Yes, my people, that very cry that multiplied, they never wanted him to declare that Biafra, but Biafrans declared Biafra by themselves, using the services of Dr. Bryson Okoma, who declared Biafra in Finland. And I thank God I was present. I've never been excited like anything such as that declaration, but I was very sad inside of me because it would have been an opportunity for me to see our PM and shake his hand for all the wonderful work that he did. Our PM was 1 million man, because that thing they did not want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to do, he did it in a very short while. Ndị Igbo, gbalụ n'ọgwụ unu nwụọ o. Gbalụ n'ọgwụ unu nwụọ. Those of you who put to just hitches here and there in the struggle for our freedom, you all should go and sit down in a corner and leave our freedom fighting alone. You people should leave our freedom fighting alone. And look at this one now here. Christopher Musa is a Christian. They are just using him the way they use Yakubu Gowon. Today, Gowon is lamenting, and nobody can help him, because you will go to that hell where you have made a good place for yourself for killing innocent people. Today, my people, somebody like Babangida, in his biography that he wrote that came out recently, because he's now on a wheelchair, he's confessing. His first confession was that Abiola, Moshood Kashim Abiola, won the election. Hello, Amada, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes. We move the gospel of truth. The enemy of Biafra must be put to shame. Exactly. And that is what I am here today to put people to shame. For shame to catch those who have been designated to be used, to bring down what we are doing. They don't know that both men and women, we are all mad. We are all mad about what is going on. You cannot make yourself, an available and easy tool for your enemies to use you to succeed in destroying your people. And you will come back and start pretending. Today, Babangida, in his, what is it called? Biography. Yes, he wrote a book starting with his life, his career as a soldier, and confessing. Do you people know that Abiola's son was going to marry Babangida's daughter because of the friendship that they shared? But this is how people will be sabotaging you. I have just checked what sabotage means. You are doing something. Somebody is either jealous or just naturally wicked, want to destroy the success or progress of what you are doing. They are sabotaging you. And somebody that could be used may be your father or your mother to do that. They used Babangida because of one thing or the other to cancel the election of Abiola, June 12, 1993. He is confessing after 32 years, because from 1993 to 2025 that his autobiography came out, he is confessing that Abiola won that election. It was only annulled for a reason best known to him, because Babangida was like this Musa here, working for Fulanese. I don't know what Fulani people use on these gullible fools. If you go to Musa's town in Kaduna, they are the Christians. Fulani people buy them on daily basis. And Musa is busy doing what he's doing because a lot of millions may have been paid into his account at the detriment of the poor masses. He does not care. That's exactly what Babangida did for the Fulanese. He used our oil money to go and build Abuja. Though Abuja people are saying that they are Lokoja, they are not North, they are not Hausas. And they are not. If you look at the geographical location of those people. And these Fulanese who are now dictating what is happening in that country are visitors. They are not Nigeria. They are not Biafra. They are not Oduduwa. Where are they from? North Africa. Either Mauritania or wherever in Sahel. And they are now going to gather all their marauding people that have no home to bring them to Nigeria, telling you that Allah gave them Nigeria. Then the same Allah will make Nigerians fly and live in the air for them to come and settle. That's why I blame all these gullible puppets. Look at him. Just look at him. You will be there. They are using you to destroy your own people. And you are busy doing it. Well, the truth is, they want to buy our people, massacre them. Onyendu said it, that they will kill us and we will kill them. And Biafra will still come. And don't if you no other way. But the painful thing is that a woman that speaks like me, the same dialect, wepụta onwe wee na-emife your enemy chọ. Division. Why are we dividing Biafra government in exile? Who is doing? What does the person intend to achieve? Why are people following her sheepishly? My people, I have a video here. A video, but it's not on my platform because I don't have the video on the screen. It's on my phone. But you people will hear the voice. You will hear the voice. When people ji mụta ihu ọkụ amụta na-erie eme ihe ọnụ oghe. What that means in English, that proverb is that when you are eating hot yam, if it is too hot, as you are chewing it and eating it to swallow it, you will keep your mouth open. You know? So, I have come here today. I don't know whether I will call it warning or exposition of what some of us who are women, because even in the Bible, Delilah was a lady that killed a great man or made Samson to lose his power. Delilah. So now, all the Delilahs in Biafra struggle is a warning to you people. Warning to you people. Today, Babangida is now confessing that Abiola won the election just like Peter Obi, but it's good for Peter Obi. They took Peter Obi's mandate and gave it to Tinubu. Because when an Hausa man or Fulani man is ruling, one Yoruba man must be deputizing him. That's the way it is in Nigeria. It's not hidden. It is very clear and very open. So, I will go and get the voice so that you people will hear that voice, because we are so pained. Somebody like me, I won't continue saying it every day, but I lost my own brother, my immediate elder brother. I am not here with a clear eye. If I am a man, it's either I am in the army or I will be walking like PM and Onyendu. But I'm just doing best. I'm not a professional journalist. But I'm doing what I saw Onyendu, my leader, do. That is how life is. If you believe in someone, you do or walk exactly like that person. Those of you who want to be leaders or mouthpiece of or speaker for Biafrans, why don't you follow the step of your leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our leader Simon Ekpa? Those of you who are now pleading that Ngozi deceived you, okay, after the PM, you people say that she told you people, she deceived you, that PM asked her to take over. PM, through his lawyer, which is Miriam, told you people to go back to Biafra government in exile. Did you people heed to his advice? The answer is no. So, all you are doing, you did it deliberately. You did it deliberately. You have no excuse. No excuse. There's a video I have here. You know, I will have to play it.
But we will also continue to ensure a problem with somebody, nation, and we will continue. Individual who have the like to remain on the ground. Okay, that is a fact, and that is information. And we don't want to continue to rely on people who claim or who think that they know something just to lie against.
You know, whenever Madam Bao Bao wants to lie, she will be dragging her words, thinking of another lie to use in covering the one she has already lied. I hate calling people's name because that's not what we have come to do here. We have come to talk about our freedom and the way forward. But my people, happiness is that our APM is doing the needful. I remember when our PM said, you don't expect me to fight like Ojukwu. You don't expect me to fight like Owazurike. you don't expect me also to fight like Onyendu. So they all have their styles. Even, what's his name? Prophet Igila said that if you hold Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, that there are many Nnamdi Kanus. So now we have our APM. Our APM is not the talking type. He is man of action. Currently, he spoke 2 days ago. He has been to Washington, all the offices of the men that mattered in the government of Donald Trump, that they have welcomed Biafrans. And very soon and very soon, recognition from them will be coming. So that is the thing that we need. Once that recognition comes from them, Washington, D.C., from the White House, my people, you will see. But for these people who, because we are fighting two things. We are fighting the terrorists that want to displace us and take over our land. We are fighting for recognition, for us to be a nation of our own, because that recognition is going to do us a lot good. That's why PM worked so hard to establish Biafra government in exile. And that government has been redeclared in Finland to support that government to stand and to fight for those being killed in Biafra land, being massacred. Two things that we are facing: fighting for our freedom and fighting to be free from being killed by Fulani terrorists. This is the problem. But some people don't understand. So my people, I'm sure that some of you must have heard this Madam Baobao's voice, but I know why I want to play it again. So you will hear it and I will play another video for you. Let's continue.
Other people, that is the answer to that question. Thank you so much.
But my last question, I think, is not answered. I said, like, individual who have the direct contact to the men on the ground.
Okay, great.
What's supposed to be?
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you for that question. Like the defense deputy and the defense secretary, they are going through a process of education, orientation of our people, both at home and abroad. This is the first time we are really running a full nation until the one that ran between 1967 and 1970. Some of us don't really know how it was run at that time, but this is the first time we are running a nation of our own, and we have to start building things in place based on the kind of country that we want to create. Again, those people, civilians, if you're a civilian, please let the military do their job. Those civilians that are contacting the military and trying to question, we encourage you to stop. If there's anybody that is a military, and again, what I have to tell you is that the real military men we have on ground working for our country, you don't see them on social media. That is another misinformation that is flying everywhere. Some of them come on Twitter, come on social media, and they'll be telling you they are this, they are that. Those people, they are not part of the real men, the real military that we are creating. Do not be carried away by all those fake informations they post on Twitter telling you they are this. If you are a genuine Biafran and you have a real military person that we have on ground, ask the person first.
She is talking about genuine Biafrans. And my people, you know that this woman put there that she is a PhD, which is doctor. And the doctor, like herself, I know they go around meandering over all the internet looking for gossip or for program to read, she will definitely see this program that I'm making this evening. If you are a doctor, tell me any country in this world that have parallel or two cabinet ministry or two governments at a time. If not because you love power so much, if not because you want to be used to destroy what we are doing, because we want Biafra. We don't want division. How can we be running away from Nigeria and we come at the middle of our freedom struggle and start dividing into two? Even the DOS, I did not see them do something like this. You were once secretary to the PM, and now you want to be fighting side by side with your master that employed you and made you COS. Tell me any government in this world that have two armies, not America, not Britain, not Germany, not France, not even Russia. Every government has one government, one cabinet, one army, but she's creating her own. Who are they going to be fighting with? If you have your own government, you have your own army for the same Biafra, then Biafra Republic government in exile have their own army, their own cabinet. Tell me where has such a thing been done in this world? She's the one making this history. Making this history. Let us continue to listen to her.
For the if they as a person, do they have a code in the Biafra military? Has a person received a code in the Biafra military? If they've not, that person is not a Biafra military person. There are so many things we are putting in place, which I'm not going to be revealing here. But what I have to say is, there are so many people on ground that are claiming to be Biafra military, but they are not. So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. May God continue to bless you and guide you, Mom. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next person.
All right.
Nobody's staying with that. Some people that have been able to sustain this is because of how strong they are. If not, if I was working for somebody, they would have fired me at my job. Because I can only put in so much hours for that individual for a company that hires me, which most of you know. So it is the responsibility of every Biafran. If you know the one you have to bring, as long as you see through, go to the media and post it. If there's information you know, as long as it's a fact, you can also go and post it. So I'm not going to blame anybody because one, nobody is paid to do this. Secondly, these are people that volunteer their time to step in and just help us navigate this ship. Anybody, any other person can also do
navigate
that.
This shit.
So that's all I have to say on that. The next person, please. Thank you.
I want to say something.
Go ahead, 1 minute, Pastor Jonathan. Hold on, please. Pastor Jonathan, go ahead, 1 minute. I thank you, sir, please.
A program for them. Do we still respect, or do you have organization in respect of that? For me to elaborate, people that kill people under terrorism, the so-called Boko Haram S-men, they see them being recruited in the army, in the zoo.
I know there was a time that I talked with her about if we want to raise more money, we want to see if we can do a Twitter fundraising to help us raise more money. And again, sometimes this is not against anyone, but I have to do this because when people pass wrong information to their friends without telling them the reason for their actions, then it becomes a problem. because they are not only trying to spoil the image of the government in the public domain, but the government's responsibility is to ensure that Biafrans get the facts of whatever happened to help them make an informed judgment. Our sister Adadorama, a couple of weeks back, I let her know that it's something like a Twitter fundraising so that we can increase the money we get. And also, I also let her know that we are trying to see that we are happy. I let her know that I'm happy the way that we have independent media right now that are helping Biafrans to really propagate what we are doing. Unlike in the past, when the Biafran media is kind of streamlined, where nobody is allowed to do anything. Now we have so many media, and we are very, very happy for that. I can go home now and just sleep peacefully, knowing fully well that Biafrans aren't me, because now Biafran know that this is no longer about me. It's no longer Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Neither is it about Nnamdi Kanu. It is the responsibility of every Biafra to make sure that we remove Fulani from our territory. It is the responsibility of every Biafra to ensure that we find the reintegrated terrorists sent by the Nigerian government to come and kill us. So Adadorama was on a couple of occasions. We let her know to really stay on her lane with the personal information to Biafrans. But I have a problem when those that we look up to misinform Biafrans.
Did you people hear that? That he has no problem with you making your speech, but she has problem with those misinforming Biafrans. When you misinform Biafrans, what have you done? What are you doing? When you were there watching her use her platform to deceive Biafrans, to lie for you, do everything. Yeah? You allowed her to use that very platform to misinform Biafrans. You never talked. You never said a word. Today, you feel you are now on top, that you have achieved what you want to do by splitting us, by splitting everything that PM had sleepless nights, worked over the years from 2021 till now. You just used on her platform to do it. Now you have woken up to realize that you don't want, anyone to lie to Biafrans after she had lied for you. My people, I will continue to play her voice so that, you will all know that this person is a liar herself.
The more they attack me, the stronger I become. Because it is like you are pouring fuel.
I always like to hear our PM's voice. So pardon me, my people. Hello, my big brothers. Ndewo. Thank you so much for joining. My brother, I started by playing PM's speech. There's a place where PM used the word Kullervo concept. Ịma na ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na ịnwụta nwa nkịta akpị, igosie ya ka ọ ghara ife ilu na ịtụrụ ya mbọ. I am playing this voice of Madam Baobao, which I suppose you must have heard, because there's another video of Adadiorama that I will play. One of her journalists, one of her media warriors. I'm just getting to that very stage with this video. Because our people, I don't know, we have very short memory. We forget very easily. That's why we don't value history. History is not taught in the zoo by the Fulanese. They said that they should, so that we will not know or believe that Usman Danfodio was not a producer or a developer or anything. He was just the leader of terrorists. That's why they are banning history in schools. And for that, our people in our region, in our country generally, enwero retentive memory. Mana ndị ọcha, ife melu during the time of Hitler in the 40s, they still have it. They even wear something on their armband to remember Hitler. Look at Onyendu. They have suddenly forgotten all about it. If not for Sit-at-Home, who introduced it, our PM. Akpokwali anonu. Akpolo, our PM nono. They were calling Onyendu name. They called Ojukwu name, called Wazwike name, called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, called our PM. Now is the APM. That is the only thing we remember how to do. Now, Ruanwani Kaina is very strong. Kama ndị a ga-anọ afụrụrọ m ebe disi Madam Baobao nọ na-criticize ndị Fulani etufasi egbu ndị be anyị. Taa, o focus gị on her media, Ada, which is good for her, because I will not forgive any one of them. We came here to look and fight for something. Two things. Actually, our freedom. Right now, I declare go Biafra. If I need easy, but our recognition and our APM is working hard because he's not the talking type. He's working so hard. Every day you will see him, Washington, D.C., talking about Biafra. So he's doing his own bit. Our own bit, which this woman has come to destroy, is to donate money. Because PM's video that I played yesterday, he talked about how do we do that? Donation. Where are the people? This one has splitted them. She has splitted them. That's why we are talking about her. That's why we want them, the way they are confessing now, to use the same mouth to invite our people. Gwandibani, nifa we kwuru n'izizi. No ki weli ebugo nwanyi enu. Ni kwuru ozikwa. Fajekwa na Biafra government in exile. Je donate unu na nkere onye oshi, onye ama, onye nka. Nwoke mmadụ bụ na emelu this Finland convention. Onya nwa tinyere aka n'akpa. Wepụta ego kwuo for that all. Onye nka jide ego nwanyi unu na-afụ ebe a. Jide ego wete the account Ojo. Ya na Kedafia Uche Obika. Uche bụ onye ọlụ heart of Biafra. Ọ bụ na Uche nwere ike icheta. Uche nwere ka o cheta na ọ na-abefa ka ife niile abefa agbasigo ọsọ n'ụlọ. Iwe na-asọpọtụ nwaanyị na-emebi ife anyị na-eme. We disappoint ya PM bulu his trust. We bestow on you. Because all this, you link them up. We are very few in number. Anyị run na-atụ ego a nwaanyị abịa tinye aka n'etiti kebie ya. Gwagodu m onye si na ya bụ doctor. Ka ọ kọwala anyị na o nwere any country enwe 2 governments, 2 cabinet ministers, 2 military group. Ịnọdụ ebe a na-achịchapụta eze maka na ọsọ gị bụ nwaanyị ndị Biafra nwe. What we wanted, two things. Can you recognize anyị kita? And ka anyị chụpụ ndị a nọ na be anyị so that we can go home. Ibiatiwa the group. Ka anyị na-egekwa ntị ife ọ na-ekwu maka Ada Diora Mma.
It's a problem. And some of the people that follow her are the Igbo-speaking areas, people. Some of them believe that she will always tell them the truth, but that is not the case. Ada Diora Mma has misinformed her followers in several ways.
Unanugie, let me see if I can play it back. That Ada Diora Mma has misinformed her followers in many ways for your sake. For your sake. She did it to put you where you are today. But that's why I will not forgive Ada Diora Mma until ojekwu achitekwa ndị Biafra nwa niile ọkpọrọ kponye nwanyị a. Let her tell them that n'ife ofu no furozikwa n'ife okwu no kwurozikwa fajekwa tubego na Biafra government in exile and stop using our APM's name. Nkere abụrụ ya bụ Biafra. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu abụrụ ya bụ Biafra. Our PM ọbụrụ ya bụ Biafra. Biafra bụ anyị niile put together. Ụmụnne anyị niile a na-egbu n'ụlọ put together. All the mass a na-egbu ụmụfa maka na from na Biafra land no nwoke na-amụ nwa. Ọ nwaanyị na-ebu nwa 9 months mụpụta. Mothers are crying. Ọbara ụmụnne anyị ka a na-akwafu. Why in the first place ị ga-eji wee je soro nwaanyị a wee kewa gọọmenti? Ịmarụ na ikewa gọọmenti bụ ikewa ndị na-atụ ego. This is the problem. Look at what she's saying. That Ada Diora Mma misinformed. Yes, she misinformed people for you.
Good evening, my dear PM.
Good evening.
Am I coming out?
Yes.
All my questions that I wanted to.
This is not against anyone, but I have to do this because when people pass wrong information to Biafrans without telling Biafrans the reason for their actions, then it becomes a problem because they are not only trying to spoil the image of the government in the public domain, but the government's responsibility is to ensure that Biafrans get the facts of whatever happened to help them make an informed judgment. Our sister Ada Diora Mma, a couple of weeks back, I let her know that we are planning on doing something like a Twitter fundraising so that we can increase the money we get. And also, I also let her know that we are trying to see that we are happy. I let her know that I'm happy the way that we have independent media right now that are helping Biafrans to really propagate what we are doing. Unlike in the past, when the Biafran media is kind of streamlined, where nobody is allowed to do anything. Now, we have so many media, and we are very, very happy for that. I can go home now and just sleep peacefully, knowing fully well that Biafrans are going to represent.
Yes, my brother, he said Merike was confused. Assistant is confused because they have betrayed himself. Thank you.
Because now Biafra know that this is no longer about me, it's no longer about Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, neither is it about Nnamdi Kanu. It is the responsibility of every Biafra to make sure that we remove Fulani from our.
If you give any no on a day, because when Maazị Nnamdi Kanu was there, she's just using their name to continue to deceive Biafrans. When Maazị Nnamdi Kanu was there, he had no two governments, no two cabinets. When PM was there, do we have two cabinets? two governments. No. And we're two defense a defense group. No. Butuzo has been our defense chief boss all along. Yes, Leko said, I just left Ugo platform. Just now, he has started peddling lies as usual. And a Biafran asked him a question that threw him up. Hey, these people, all of them that are doing the wrong thing, they still have chance to come back. We know that this woman used all these people who go, as you said, to deceive Biafrans. Hello, Clement. Thank you, my brother, for joining. To deceive Biafrans. This woman used all these people to deceive Biafrans. And now she's coming to expose them. Why does she have to do this type of thing in the public? Because that was not what PM had done. PM, if he wants to sack someone or wants to caution any of his cabinet ministers, he will call a private meeting and they will discuss it in-house. In-house. You know? But here, no. No. She will bring it out so that even those people that hired her will be hearing that she is doing a great job. Because you had alone and kitty. No like a power. Okay, so Bia may apply. Oge CRCC. Onye choli bia nochite for PM now. Bola an assistant. The person should come and apply. She refused to apply. Rather, Vision said that she was calling him, telling him not to vote for Nkere. This Biafra struggle is not about power or about anybody. It is for all of us. We are all Biafrans. I cannot tell anybody that I'm doing this thing I'm doing tomorrow so that I will be promoted, so that I will be the Minister of Information, or that I will be no. We are doing what we want to hear our case and to recognize us based on what we are facing in Nigeria. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. When PM has said, told her, go back to Biafra government in exile and keep doing what you were doing for me there as a secretary. That's what she is. That's the duty of a COS. She refused. Either two things. One, that she was paid to do what she's doing, or that she likes power so much. How can you are fighting for freedom and you want to have two governments at a time and deceive people? Because what Ada Diorama is doing now is that Ada is trying to show that she never knew. Yeah, of course, Ugo will support it. Those are the ones who came with hidden agenda. And now that they are hidden agenda, we have seen it. Obu ni batali ime ife anyị na-eme na ịchọrọ inye aka ka ndị bunu nweta gọọmenti, nweta ọnọdụ ka ndị Fulani ghara ịbịa na-egbuzi anyị. Ị ga-anọ one place. Dancing around will not get you Biafra. Dividing what we are doing, the group, will not get you Biafra. They all know it. How can you run two governments in an exile, government in exile? But we know during the time of Christ that there are saboteurs. Like Judas sabotaged Christ. Peter denied him 3 times. So we are not surprised. But what we are saying now is that those people that you use that Rama's platform to deceive, to come and join you, you will, the way you are saying it now, you have to go and call those people or tell her that to redo what she did. Because a lot of Biafrans now got to Adadio Rama's platform. Adadio Rama, in case you run into this program, I saw you in Finland and I stopped and thanked you for 2 p.m. after. No, in alo. You him na somebody say, Ginyem aqua, kam chetalia na London. And I did. The following day, you brought the aqua, and I took it from you. I have nothing against any Biafra. But I am against any Biafra Gabia, because obodo iba oburo mad niile ka o malaru. I want to go home. Adama any position. Adama any power is not in my blood. The only power I want to maintain is my freedom, my liberty to do things at will, when I need it and when it is necessary for me. Or if I'm natural, I make a mistake, allow one ibe gi ka o use ogi wee mee ife adịrọ n'akwụkwọ. Ọkwa gị na-ebezi akwa kịta na na egbu ndị be anyị. Why na icheri eche that your ọbata sikwa bịazie lawyer ịnọkwa na platform gị soro onye bụ lawyer ọnụ. Obi ndị be anyị tụgharịa maka na ndị na-watch gị rilu nne. I'm not jealous because I'm not using this platform to be making money like all of you. And may use it to disseminate to the world what we are going through, what we are fighting for. Look at Ugo 247. Now support to evil because of Nwanwuchi ego na-enye. Mana ịmara na ịga Biafra na ịga bụ a multi-millionaire. Every Biafran will be like Americans, like people of Dubai. Na no na-enye ndị befa because they have oil and they manage their oil money very well. Onye dịka Ugo 247 ga-eji na support evil. Taj Bank bụ bank ndị Fulani, Islamic Bank unu na support evil. So that you know how we are spreading the gospel of Ngozi. Go and tell our people, n'ififo n'ifurozikwe, n'ife niile ikwu n'ikwurozikwe, onwere onye n'ime unu ga-ama m aka ntị. Anyị niile bụ nwanyị. We are all mothers. Onwere onye n'ime unu. Okay, Adadiora ma gwa m kịta that ọ bụ na isinye nri n'ụlọ wee rapụ nri anwa n'ọkụ wee pụọ. Ụmụ gị bata nri anwa eghego farapụzie ya etu o siri esia ọgba ọkụ. Ị natakwa ọkụ anwa ka na-enwu na ịma ajụfa wine na farapụrụ ite anwa n'ọkụ. Fasi gị mba na fa na-eche gị maka isi na ị ga-eche PM. Na ide emezi struggle na ị ga-eche aida na onye ndupụta ma Maazị Nnamdi Kanu apụta. Then ị ga-asị ụmụ gị rapụrụ ya bụ nri n'ọkụ ọgbakụ. Ị ga-agwafa na ife family na fa na ọmaka. We cannot be sitting and waiting for these two men. Anyị ga na-anụ ọgụ because fa akụzigola anyị ife and we supposed to carry on. We supposed to show them na nkụzi niile fa kụzila anyị na ọ narọ n'iyi. There's a program of PM yesterday, Ngosi, ebe ọ na-ekwu maka Kullerbo concept. Ọ sị na Kullerbo concept is that n'ilu alụmanụ mee ife ọjọọ na nwere ọgbaalụ. Ọ ife PM ukwu. N'okwu video nyam playlu yesterday. Unu enwerekwa mgbaalụ o. Until je mekwa the same program. Je bute program niile email oge na ekpokọta ụmụ Igbo this woman Ibutie genyanti, because I may follow your program sometimes. No ebisi no na bu ino kataga agbanye your program ki genya. Go and listen to them. Imale to anwe si convert Umu Biafra to this Madam Bao. You have to tell them to go to Biafra government in exile. You, Mr. Nkere abroad, the owner of Biafra. He is just a Biafran. Now fight for the freedom of his people. Maybe is no being the mad. That man no. Because right now, PM anoro, Onyendu anoro, somebody has to lead us. And that innocent man leading us must have been nice to you. Maka na obo ni mere anye believe oni fi bia na Biafra bi cho ifi geri. Mo bo ni ge use we nwete ifi cho. N'enu obala umu mmadu. Anya ma ni ife ni ke na ase. We are all women. Onwere onye 3 of us ginwa Ngozi na munwa. Ai bo umu nwanyi. Oburo so sanyiwa bo umu nwanyi Biafra nwe. But anyiwa bu ndu chole ilu olu na Biafra government. Work and do it properly. Oburo one leg in, one leg out. No, my people. Una obuzina ndi Biafra. When you brain ndi ba in a twist. When you like, you say, I'm no longer like Uruago. Tomorrow, ipotakwa, PM iputa. That's deceit. Arrant nonsense and fallacy. The Biafra government in exile are toy or what? Lozon umu mada will go during the war and continuously till tomorrow. Another ba na welundi ba ina agwaju. Maka na onye ndu na PM anoro. Onye obuna na-eme ife solia. Unu matakwa mata na Biafra government in exile is an entity. It can bring an action against any one of you. And you too, you have right to bring an action against the Biafra government because it's a registered entity. Even your program today, confused Madam Bao. It does go everything on your program name. The guy say, why are you now confessing when you have deceived them? Madam Bao. Now Madam Bao will sabo. I said the guy, go and check your program. A lot of them were lamenting, regretting. Madam Fulani, no, he gave me queer. Imale we see deceive on the buy for wager now to go there. Because again, bro our APM Kena Tulia, or bro Mazin Nam de Kano Kena Tulia, or bro PM Mazi Simon Ekpa Kena Tulia, oh, for Chedon di buy. If we find a quick kita, why need Cherechiche, where's obey Madam Bao? You have to come out. So, ige bulukwankie jekwa gbalo de bae now. Sifane ife equal makia no brozikwe. That's it. Unu get put to things straight because PM will soon come out. Unu be account to him. Afufuni ne one mado taba. Overnight, he followed this woman where boss everything.
Territory. It is the responsibility of every Biafra to ensure that we find the reintegrated terrorists sent by the Nigerian government to come and kill us. So Adedo Rama was on a couple of occasions. We let her know to really stay on her lane. I don't have a problem with people passing information to Biafrans, but I have a problem when those that we look up to misinform Biafrans. That is a problem. And because some of the people that follow her are the Igbo-speaking areas, people, some of them, they believe that she will always tell them the truth, but that is not the case.
Efuge, kita on akposi afa gị on the space. Those that followed you, that you are lying to them, that you are deceiving them. What can you say about this? You just have to call those Biafrans again. That number of people, gwakwafa, obulu mistake o, obuno gini o, esefa na ife ikwuru, na ikwuru ozikwa, fa je tu ego, oburu igwa onya, nye mezi n'ife a, egwu ya privately or openly. It won't help. If I get help, bo, etu anwe isi convince ndị bae. No nyanwa be ebe ano. Ị ga-agwazi fa na ịnọrọzikwa ebe nyanwa nọ. So fa je tunye ego fa, ebe ego fa ga-abanye n'ife ga-esave ndị be anyị. That's all.
Rama has misinformed her followers in several ways.
You see?
And just like she came out yesterday to tell Biafrans that
also that you have Adadiorama, you have misinformed your followers in many ways. Many, not just one way, in many ways.
Somebody was giving, the Caterpillar was giving 50 million or 25 million. That is a lie. It never happened.
Is it?
And on that note, based on these two informations that I
Efuge, also na gị kwuru na enye Caterpillar 50 million, no asị. You can't let that go. Jee kpọghachite ndị be anyị niile anwa email program for them to go to her. We divide the ife anyị na-eme because in our lament kita na confess na ịchọ ka echedobe anyị. Ikwuru na ha mụfu na ndị ha mụfu agbago ọsọ. No, because na enwere ife eji echedofa. Ị ga-agwakwa fafa na-achite to Biafra government in exile. Fafa tube ego ka e wee je gobe ife our men on ground ga-eji wee lụọ nya bọọlụ. You don't expect our men on ground kafa gbalaka je chụpụ ndị nọ n'ihe amụfu. I'm following you. So, ịchọ ọ bụrụ ike ọnụ ada ebe ife a. Ọ ịkpọkwa those people. Gwakwa fa fesozikwa na onye nke a na ọ na-aghọgbufa na ejiri ego a na-atụta de na-enye ugo 247 na support Islamic Bank. Ka Islamic Bank ga-eji bịa wee nyebe butu ụzọ ego our gallant men. Defense that PM never discussed on the air. Ya ka unu na-abọ buzi na-agba front and back ugo 247 onye ọbụla a na-akpọ defense anyị a na-akpọ afafa na-eme everything. But I don't care about that. Bobanufa, but stop deceiving our people. Because on the buy na ego, one tree cannot make a forest. Ofu onye amatu ego a ga-eji wee gote ife eji anụ ọgụ edobe anyị. You need a cup of water. Okay, come and take this, my brother. Amada, come and take my own. Ịma na onye na-ekwu okwu akpịrị na-akpụ ya nkụ. Thanks, you make me to know that somebody is still listening to me. Because when she was cursing me, one guy was here, a responsible woman. Or see on kafuna agosisi onu mmili. Makada amam na check this program. Ese na mu wana agosisi onu mmili. Achoro me kogono, at least you saw me in Finland. Where ma the class him belong to. But oburi ifa na-eme here. Oburi ifa biala ime, anyị bialo, ka anyị fight ya for ndị be anyị. Onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bidolu na-aga from country to country. Na-ekpokọta ndị be anyị. Na-asịfa anyị bụ ndị bie n'ofesi. No anyị nwa ga-atụ ego a ga-eji wee ego mgbe a ga-eji wee defend ndị be anyị. Onyendu did it. PM way bata way Onyendu nkwa that I will not disappoint you. And he did not disappoint. Our PM, 1 million man, he did a lot between 2021 and 2024 November. Our PM did so much. Yaka, e.g. your platform, we rasa with for Madame Baobao. Ibi na France adadiora. Eba we bring two governments na that France. The answer is no. Because you said today that you will go to parliament, you can go to parliament and talk to the prime minister. You can go to the local council and talk to them. Why did you support two governments? Look at him. Innocent man. Iwe tinyaka. Isi nkere sigi nkere asirogi. Kedi ife Mr. Nkere megi. We are all Biafrans. All the ketu inokita. Somebody abia bulu guineas na gari for doing nothing. Igadi happy. Obu na this nkere bu your first son. Igadi happy. Ma wanyi ozo sietu isi akpo this man nono. We na kwe. Isi ni imagakwa na nkere. Nkere is not Biafra. He is only fighting for us to get Biafra. That's it. So, nezie onya ina fight for neifo ji afage eme kita. Neifo ji afage eme. So, unu malkwetu unu si we divide ya Biafra government in exile. We na se no USB, ne deceive unde by gene bu USB. USB is the name of the nation. And that nation were government in exile. You guys are not getting it right. Unu na wobundi bani. Na kuzili FIFA draw na kuko. How can you say USB? Eh? We are the USB in exile. Our government is in exile. You cannot register your country name in another country. Or ever wakogano, where name operate. But the government can register in exile. When we say Biafra, USB and now hope. That's it. Unune deceive undi by na gali.
I told her that we are planning to see if we can do Twitter fundraising to increase the money that we get for the struggle, and also that I was very happy that we have independent media that can now join us to help us pass the information to Biafra. I'm going to listen to the response that Jarama made in respect to this information that I discussed it not just with her, but also with some other executives of the government. And she went out and the way she twisted the whole thing. Again, I don't know where people's problems are, but I just want people to keep their problems to themselves. Do not carry your problem to this government. This government, we already have right now things we are trying to fashion out, make the policies, the procedures. We are pretty busy in what we do, but for somebody to come out to the public and be lying against this government, Honorable Tochi, I don't know if you're available to play the voice note to Biafrans, please. Thank you so much. Yes, Honorable DPM.
Unafunugo oge PMI weputelu conversation ya na any of the ministers na player on the space. I know if Ada Diorama Meladroma, Ada, I'm still blaming you. I'm older than you. I can give you an idea. I can talk to you as a sister, which you are. You are my sister. And you started with our PM very well. And now you have ended badly. But there is no time PM Ugeji, yana a minister, a kusioku. Obulugodu no record ya PM abiana akwe na public. Oh, unu wee maa na nwaanyị a na-ezili ezi. Though I wasn't there, but onye na-eme ụdị omume a gwazianụ m interest ndị be unu. Ọkpọnụrụ onu Shetima na on the air, ọkpọnụrụ onu Gumi on the air, ọkpọnụrụ onu Musa, Christopher Musa na-ekwugheri onu onye Biafra ibie, who even supported her. Ọka unu wee manụ ụdị mmadụ nwaanyị a bụ na ife ọ bịalụ bụ imebi ife anyị na-eme. You know, n'ife nwaanyị abịa bụ ka o mebie ife niile anyị na-eme. Look at somebody Adadiorama used platform ya wee destroy ya ife anyị na-eme just for her, for people to follow her. O buluzie akụkọ niile ya na nwaanyị kọ bịa na akpọrọ unu na space. Let us listen to it. Mana ife dị Adadiorama.
The first voice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I want your friends to listen to what transpired and the way Adadiorama feels, so that when you see her doing certain things, you know where she's coming from. Go ahead. Can you please put my video? Hold on a second. Let me start your video, Fadi.
Okay.
Anyone you want to start your video, you can go ahead and start your video. Try to block it because of the
I can't cut what happened.
start your video. Yeah, you can start it. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead. You can start it. Yeah, we got it now. Talking of black men.
Okay, put the meat first, though. Don't forget.
All right, go ahead, Toshi, please.
And we want to taking it. I just said, you're not quite all of it. So the fall is I need one of you to say, man, I forgot what I and I don't think Chinese gonna from a season. So see the man and you do the moon. You make the and the tools no market. There's only the moon. You go to tools no market. I don't have to command the Holy Ghost. I don't care. All they got the roof, you go to tools I come for him to protect our life. I don't know. All they got there because yesterday night in the program, the women all that in that. Again, I go to choose that car. All they got I go to choose that car. I don't have about that. And they go from Guru. They got the that guy. Nobody. All when you go to ticket is top security that Biafra life. The kid I yellow bed we go to choose over. We go to choose April. We had a name. We go to choose when we had a name. We go to choose April. Hence, no, they protect our land. Even with the more that's that. I'm pushing you go to choose April. You need that they made a buy. What about to be there? We go to choose on the engineer. We go to choose on the forward. Oh, my dear, and I see you do now. Thank you so much. Without you go to choose on. I call with all
Unanulia, a build chow mwazia anachi build without Igwe Butuzo. Or kwa inwe another group of military. Another ebubago na ebundi bani kafana chi build. You know, a build chow mwaka anachi build without Igwe Butuzo. Kedu mwaka fana build? Or another government, another defense. Kedu onye fana fight? A country we haven't gotten home, and a few in two governments, parallel governments. You all know that if they parallel to each other, they don't meet. So we are not the same with them. They are fighting for their own government. Nege kwante.
I don't know, very dangerous. And the whole of our part of that. Can you turn off every video, please?
You see, it's from them, not from me, though.
The co-host, please just guard the hold on 1 second. Okay, everything is turned off right now. Go ahead, Tochi, please. Tochi, you're a co-host. Let me see. You can share, right? Oh, hold on 1 second. Okay, go ahead, Tochi.
Go to Butuzo. Even this go to Butuzo when I said this guy is protecting our land. He sacrificed everything. He's like God. I went at their land. God is God because I don't put him in the name. I'm at the name. I can do yesterday because I discussed with them. I'm a DNA school. And they have a DNA school. And the that's not to look for this moment I know that. The people who wanted to be in our side. I don't know okay, kill it. But because of that, there's no way so you're going to say, okay, kill it. I call it spade.
Hello, Agnello, thank you so much. He said, may God bless you, Sister Betty. All hail Biafra. Thank you. God bless you. You see, he's just saying here, oh, ọ bụrụ na Butuzo na-eso oge nkere, ife o ji eso oge nkere bụ n'oge nkere is not the owner of Biafra. He is just an innocent man fighting for freedom of his people. Why unu je use afa nwoke a wee na-emebi ife anyị na-eme? People are not a man na-enwere ife o mere unu as onye ọjọọ. Ọnya ka unu na-enye ego. Ego a bụ ọkwa ikwu gị ekita si no ego eji fight for our freedom and our liberation. Ọ bụ oge ka unu na-enye ego. Nwoke mmadụ bụ multi-millionaire n'ụlọ onwe. The man has his own money. Thank you, Amaka. Oge nkere bụ a millionaire. Ọ bụkwa millionaire na naira o. Millionaire in dollar. Unu PM unu chọọ unu ga-ajụpụta very soon. Ọ gwa unu how much nwoke a tinyego na this struggle. Or ihe mmadụ ego ma ihe mmadụ something or sị gị na ya menye gị that thing. Ịkpọ ya onye ọjọọ. Whereas we all live abroad, we see how white people behave. Ndị ọcha onye ọcha millionaire amenye di amafu di ebega n'ụzọ nye $1. They don't do it. Ọ bụ na ịyọrọ mmadụ ya ma elu gị ife ọ sị gị na ya ma emenwe isizi ya na ọ bụ onye ọjọọ ị na-emebi afịa na-agagharị. You are still not getting it right. BM's video that I played yesterday, he talked about collectible concept, and that is, ni commit an offense in their group, you will not be forgiven. So, unu manu kunu si weje convince ye umu Biafra na atuego na Biafra Republic government in exile. We kpolu onye nwanya ijekwasi etu anwa agwakwafa. Neye no bulugo your voice. We nye media team ye sifa koba to the air. Iwe na ewiwe. Isizi akita obu na achụpụrụ gị nye gị 2 months suspension. Egasi na ime emezi. You would have continued. Oh, because na fachụpụrụ gị. Cabinet for her. Oh, give formula everything. All the people na abia tulu na ego kita into Alamajiri Bank. Oh, Ginwa. Neya, Madam Bao, okwabago your voice to the world. Let me continue. Oh, anyaki geji mana onye abụrụ onye ikeso. Onwe nụrụ mbọsị PM wete voice gị bịa na-play to the public. Onye nke emegonu gị akịta. Ọ ka ị wee fụ mkpu onye ọbụla na-eti na nwaanyị a bịara imebi ife anyị na-eme. O nwere any country n'ụwa, even as big as Russia and America is, fe nwere two governments. So why ijije sobe nwaanyị a? Na ya kịta o bulu gafa gị na-atụsa everywhere. Ka anyị na-egekwa ntị. Hello. Hello, my minister. Thank you for joining. This is Madam Bao recorded the conversation she and Pharmacy Diane and Dadiora had. Secretly, she recorded her. And now she gave it to her secretary or her media team to play it in the public. Something that PM has never done. Something that PM never did. Then he will see need a message until PM come out or until Onyendu come out. Oh, I see Gemie, Igaputa. Ada Igaputa, Imaletu Amwisi will convince Chandi Biafra 5,000, 3,000. Na be view your program. We qualify we penye Madam Bao. Etu amwaki gesikwa we puta Biasifa Jebeb Kube gofa to Biafra Republic government in exile. Because USB on a J register Luno is a wrong move. You cannot register a country in another country. No. But Biafra Republic government in exile register is an entity and they can sue you people and bring an action against you for this if I want to train against Biafra government in exile, but in Kanwa, Gadika PM Mopota, he will decide what to do to you people. Oburu no bundi ministers, none a cabinet, Madam Bao, bo our interest. On the buying at Wega. Ndini nunu deceive. Es in a platform Ogebada will disseminate wrong information. Kita obulugo ki bagi na because he the fond of if bene bulu afamado iku afam we come on but obasaram if na chop ke enwete Biafra. We na call all of us onwere ifo ga-ewe na-arụ but ịmaletu anwụ isi convince ụmụ Biafra wee kewa the group into two wee kpolukponye Madam Bao etu afọ ka ị ga-esikwa je gwafa na ife ikwuru na ikwuru ọsịkwa fajebe. Even after PM told his lawyer to talk to us that all of us should remain together in Biafra government in exile, you still did not. Oh, makanafa chupugi kita. Inege this my program. No kwe tu amsi gwagia. Onwere onye ga amakante. Iku kata obasaro mi fugom na mmado. Malo na mba di mkpa nwanyị. Na icho ogom aga anụọ ya. But that is not what we came here for. That's not what we are here for. We lost our families and are still losing. We don't want that to continue. Ndị niile na-atụ ego a anyị je liberate onwe anyị ịchụpụrụ kpolukponye Madam Bao jekwa kpọpụtakwa fa again. Ọ ife ị ga-eme before ndị Biafra I forgive ogi. Ịma na ibi na France. Ndị France enwere two governments. Ị jụrụ ajụ iwe makwulu Madam Bao unu na-achọ power unu niile chọcha power. Ọ ife unu na-achọ. Unu achọrọ Biafra. Ọ PM mel ka platform ganwa ka o rie nne. Ada ọ PM made your platform or be very popular. It will destroy ya I call that guy. One mmadụ tala afụfụ since 2021 wee luo 2024 November. Isolu Ngozi je mebie that government, that young man plan wee nye anyị. Ị na-eme ka ndị be anyị na-ebelieve no ife ị na-ekwu bụ the correcting. Ọ pụtago here si na gị na-edeceive ndị Biafra. That you're deceiving Biafrans the same way you deceive them to follow her. Kita omega establish o push ogi o ka iwe fu. Inyuchie ine-eje afia nyuchie nsi ụzọ. Iwu bụ na ịnataba na ị ga-ezute ijiji. If you are going to the market and you pull on the road so that other people cannot cross, very well, when you come, you will meet flies. That's what is happening between you people now. Okay, bidoro kwa o. Unu ga-eme etu unu si wee kewa Biafrans. Unu malukwa etu unu si mee ya. You go back and do it. That's what you people have to do. Hello. Yeah.
They clean our boys. Secretly, they're supposed to have one after the other. Oh, wow. Bingo can your kids. Bingo.
So, my fellow Biafrans, you have heard that they are killing our boys, that she's begging Madam Bao Bao to go and be giving money to Butuzo. That very way she deceived our people, she has to go back and bring them back or before we forgive her. I will leave you people here. Join us in our program. Thank you all for joining me. And I will say bye for now. We will continue tomorrow because there's a video she made today, which I want you Biafrans to listen to. All her confessions. Thank you, my people. All hail Biafra. Join us